Shut up and sit down.
Very difficult to get back up.
So listen, what we did before, I just read you some tweets about that. But there was also one of the owners of the club decided to distance himself from the club because he did not like the way the style of football that the club was playing. So it's not just fans watching from home. It's also part of the directive that's basically up in arms complaining about this. So it's a bit of a sticky situation, isn't it?
But like I said to you, it's people that are uneducated about football. Now, if my line of business is football, I wouldn't tell an accountant, a lawyer how to do their business. Now, again, certain people that may say things about me, about whatever. I'm the longest serving manager in India. Okay, I've probably been one of the most successful ones based on budgets and how the team came from nothing. So. But there's other people that like how we play, and like I've said to you before, it's the whole thing. We did it a certain way to get out of the league. We've done it the first year to stay in the league and be solid season, or the season it just ended. I do feel that uneducated realise that we've changed to how we played the year before, and we will change again. I do feel that the one thing about us is we can adapt, and I look at other teams in India, other parts of the world, they're very predictable in how they play. I watch some teams warm up and it tells you how they're going to play in the warm up. But at the end of the day, football's about results. I could go out and try and play like Barcelona with players that can't do it, and end up getting relegated, get sacked. So football's all about opinions. I've got my opinions. I've got my opinions on a lot of things in India. Certain individuals in India. But at the end of the day, I'm the coach of Real Kashmir. I can't be that bad a manager or coach or style of play or whatever you want to call it, because there's been a number of Indian clubs that have asked me to go there to coach. So, as I say, there's a handful of people out there that will say things about me. But remember, I've played at big clubs in Britain, and opposition fans give you sometimes your own. And you know what I mean? If you start listening to the negative comments and you're weak, you've got no chance.
All right, listen up. So you mentioned two things that I haven't forgotten yet. The shitty ground in Punjab and certain individuals. You know where I'm going with this, don't you?
Yep.
So, what's your relationship or thoughts on Ranjit Bajaj? I have to ask you. I'm sorry, I have to ask you this. And you can be, and you have to be as frank as possible. Please.
Yeah. No. I think I'll be honest with you. I think what he's done at Minerva, he's done well. He's done well. Obviously, they won the league the year before we got in the league. There's obviously comments that are said. But the thing is, I'm not going to openly criticise anybody. As I said to you before, football's about opinions. Everybody's got their own opinions. I do admit one thing. I respect what he's done at Minerva or Punjab or whatever they're called today. I think he's, you win the I-League, it's not an easy league to win. And I mentioned the pitch because it was, a pretty poor surface. When we played them the year before in Chandigarh, that was a very good surface, and the atmosphere was great there, and we enjoyed it. I think it was our first game, which, by the way, we won, playing ugly.
Shots fired.
Yeah, no, but honestly, as I say, people have got their opinions. I've got my opinions. I've got a club to run. I run the club to the best of my ability. Hey, that's going to come to an end at some point. I'll decide to leave. I may get fired. Who knows what happens? For me, you've got to respect other clubs. And there are people that maybe don't respect other clubs. But at the end of the day, that's just how football is. Football's opinions. And but as I said to you, I'll never change my opinion on this, is that I respect what he's done at Minerva.
You're a bit of a, sitting on the wall there a little bit, but it's okay, it's fine. I wouldn't expect anything less. Now, just to conclude this, what is, maybe you have to think about this,